I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Devontae Booker. Oh, what a juke into space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is DJ Chark. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll look to throw here on first down. Room to run past midfield. And he's got Booker. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So, in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watching that, Barney!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Bortles. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love running.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll set up to throw. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They're going to look to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
So right. 372. Move.
Bortles going to throw. Flushed out right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Move. 11. Spread left. Lucy. Hank.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bortles again. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is Booker on the dump off. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we've reached halftime at a low score. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, spread left.
On second down, here's Bortles. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Calais Campbell on to stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Lucy.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Move. 372. Lucy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Nice 39, Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Hey. 39, Lucy.
Bortles to throw on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Bortles now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Bortles will try again on second down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Bortles to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Hey, I got him. That's me.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Booker. Devontae Booker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bortles. And that is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Sunday. Spin left. Green is on. 372. Lucy.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now they'll run it on the toss. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.